If you're somebody who has had scar tissue down the center line of your body due to a C-section, or maybe like me, went through some really tough emotions and trauma as a kid and carried a lot of shame or guilt, there's going to be a lot of tightness and tension around the belly area and possibly adhesions. Now, if we are being pulled in and down here due to tight layers of fascia, whether it be scar tissue or adhesions that develop due to constant tension and pulling inwards, that means that our diaphragm is getting completely compromised and we're not going to be able to diaphragmatic breathe. We'll be more up in our chest. And if we're doing that, then we're communicating from body to brain that our nervous system doesn't feel safe. The more we practice being here, the body is magnetic, the more it will get used to being here. So what we want to try to do is create space, because our organs live here and the cells around our organs need space. They need to be in their home. But if you have a scar tissue or adhesions here, that's going to be creating a blockage in this area, meaning that the cells around this area will balloon and it will look like body fat around this area, because you'll get a ballooning of the cells because they've got nowhere to go. So if we help decompress tissue here by applying pressure to this area, what starts to happen is the body starts to open up. Again, all of the organs are here. We have to remember that. So our organs have a home. And if we can release tight tissue around this area, it opens up the space for our breath, meaning that our diaphragm and our ribcage lift up, and all of the cells, instead of being inflamed and ballooning, they start to release their inflammation, which is what happens on our exhale, and they return back to their home. So we can actually change our size and shape, they say, just by decompressing fascia in this particular region of the body. It does feel a little bit uncomfortable. This technique has been shared to me by the amazing guys at Block Therapy that really work with helping us lean back into our diaphragmatic breath, decompress fascia to create space, and of course realign the body. So I wanted to share this one with you. So we come onto an object. Again, if this feels too much, just use a rolled up towel, okay? And we want to come down into this position onto the belly. I'm coming straight onto the belly button here and applying pressure straight away. Now, from here, I'm doing my best to relax over the object. I want to straight away move into diaphragmatic breath. Now, I'll be here for a minute. I'm not going to talk, but I'll show you what this looks like over time. Once again, we want to be here for 3 minutes. Breathing in through the nose, the belly pushes into the object, and as you exhale through the nose and the belly lifts up to the spine. So let's take our time coming into this position, and I'm just going to do this for 1 minute. I can't talk while I'm doing it, but I'll show you what it looks like. After you do 3 minutes, I always like to use my exhale to push up, roll to one side, curl into a fetal position and just take a few moments there. And after about 3 or 4 breaths, come onto all fours. And we want to move the rib cage. So thinking of these very three-dimensional spinal articulations and movement, thinking about the rib cage being bone, opening up and then pushing onto the fascia. So ultimately we're using the bones of the rib cage, even the scapula, to and like into the hip bone, right? All to press onto the fascia. So we're just using the bone to apply heat and tension and pressure to the fascia to massage out any of those really tight and stuck areas. Plus it feels really good at the same time. So it can feel a little bit uncomfortable onto the belly. The most important thing is that you can breathe diaphragmatically. So if you need to use a rolled up towel, I highly suggest using that. It is a fantastic one to work with any scar tissue or adhesions across the front of the body, because we have to remember that if there is a pulling inwards on the front of the body, you are absolutely going to be feeling it in your lower back, your SI joint and your hips.